Hey, so just a quick note about EpiPens and Daycare. I had a question from inside our membership earlier today. And each centre technically could create their own policy, but what is highly recommended and what's recommended by the governing bodies is that a child who goes to daycare who needs an EpiPen, like any form of daycare, so like the preschool years, that you should be able to really supply an EpiPen to the daycare. Then what they do is they have what they call an evacuation bag, where each child that has an action plan and an EpiPen, they have their own EpiPen inside that evacuation bag. So if the daycare needs to be evacuated for any reason, fire, flood, whatever, bushfires, whatever, then that whole bag goes with them, and it has everything that they would need in case of emergency, which is, obviously a really good idea. The problem with it just going in on a daily basis with them is that it can't stay in their bags, because they often have access to their bags, and if a child was to get hold of an EpiPen, it wouldn't be great. So and I'd say that the chances of that happening would be relatively high at some point. So then it becomes the staff's responsibility to take the EpiPen out of that child's bag every day, put it into the designated place, and then at the end of the day to remember to take it back out and put it. And then the parents maybe are relying on that EpiPen to be at home as well if it's forgotten and then something happens and they don't have it at home. So it really is a better idea to just have one that goes to daycare with your child, so that they have it in the evacuation bag. Obviously that's, they expire after a year, but you can just set it and forget it and know that your child is safe with that one EpiPen there. So I hope that's helpful.